Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. And if it's Wednesday, we know that means it's Wipeout Wednesday. Um, yeah, we are on dishcloth number 31. That's the reveal for today. Um, yeah. And if you are new here and you don't know what Wipeout Wednesday is, Wipeout Wednesday is coming from this book. It is the brainchild of Laura over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. It started off as kind of a joke. Our lovely friend, Yarny friend, Sam over at Memphis Makes, had just completed a 2-year long segment called Tile of the Week Thursday. If you do not know who she is, you will love her. Go check her out. Her information is in the description box. You will love her content. But if you don't know who she is, I don't know where you've been. But anywho, well, Laura had said, hey Sam, since you had finished your Tile of the Week Thursday, how about another make along for a year of dishcloths, where you can make a dishcloth every week for 52 weeks. And Sam said, nope, not doing it. Not in those exact words, though. So there was some conversations had, and one of the Yarny friends double dog dared Laura to go ahead and do it herself. And then another Yarny friend triple dog dared her. And Laura's like most of the rest of us, and she can't back down from a double dog dare or triple dog dare. So a year of dishcloths was born. And a bunch of us have joined in on the bandwagon to follow along on Laura's journey of making 52 dishcloths for a year. So this book is available, I believe, through Annie's Crochet. I think you can still get it there. Not quite sure. I know there for a while you couldn't get it anywhere that was selling it before. Also available on Amazon. And I do think when I was doing an order last week, was it? I was putting in an order. I had noticed that it popped up again on, I guess, the little recommendations. Um, so I think it's available again. And I do believe it's cheaper on Amazon. So go check it out if you are interested and you want to join along. Um, the book is broke down into the 4 seasons. We started this last fall. Laura thought it would be a great idea to start with the winter dishcloths. So that way we would have them all complete before the holidays. So if you wanted to gift them, they would be all done. And then from winter, we moved on to spring. We just did the refill for the last of the spring last week. And if you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. We had 14 of those. And I kind of went through them real quick for the spring season. And then Laura drew for our beginning of summer makes, the one I'm about to show you. So what Laura's doing is she has all of the names of the dishcloths for that particular season we are working on little pieces of paper. She did have them in a baggie, and I almost said in a baggie. Now they are in their own special little container, magic container. She mixes them all up, and she draws one out at random. And every Wednesday, provided nothing happens, she drops the new video to let us all know which dishcloth we're going to be working on for the next week. And once we finish those, we can send her a picture of our finished dishcloth and in an email. And she does a video montage of all of the dishcloths that have been sent in. And if you don't know who Laura is, go check her out. She is also in the description box. You will absolutely adore her like the rest of us. I don't think the YouTube streets would be what they are without our Laura, or affectionately Lala. So last week, her video dropped and she drew out what our very first dishcloth for our summer month was going to be. There are 13 in the summer category. Not gonna go through all of them, but a lot of they're quite colorful. I was hoping for like some more floral. Not as many floral in there, but there are a lot of kind of, well, anything you would expect for summertime, like an orange wedge and some beachy colored ones and things that you would do during the summer. If this gives you any clue, there's a lot. All of the dishcloths in the book are all pictured, and you can pretty much tell by looking at them what season they fall in. So up to this point, we had 30 done. Laura drew out the very first make for summer category. And what did she draw? Well, very colorful. She drew out the tropical breeze right there. I did not have, I had purple, but not like this purple that was in here. And I had a different colorful variegated. However, in hindsight, I think that if I were to ever make this again, I did make some changes. I did not like how she did the trim and the corners. It was coming out a bit wonky, and it bows in the sides. And I tried to fix it as best as I could, but the way it was put together, it just was kind of, I think I would, if I ever made it again, I would probably do it in 2 or 3 solid colors and not throw the variegated in there because it kind of throws it off. Yeah, you don't really get the color, you know what I mean? It's my personal opinion, but this is the one she drew right here. And before I show you mine, I will show you the colors I chose. No, they're not purple. I know, I was on a purple kick there for a while. So, I thought about it though. I thought, after I got like 3/4 of the way through it, I was like, you know what? This would have looked so much better in 3 shades of purple or 2 shades of purple and a white, but here we are. So I did use orange, and the orange I chose was from Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. And this is the colorway Glowing. And it is 100% cotton, of course, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 180 yards or 165 meters. And it is a 4 weight. They recommend a 5 millimeter or US 8 knitting needle or a 5.5 millimeter or a US I9 crochet hook. And I think I said it was a number 4. Super soft, super savings. That's debatable this day and age. But anyway, yes, so this was the orange that I picked. And then I picked, of course, bright citrus in the green. Same specs from Hobby Lobby. I better leave that out. And then for the variegated, and I kind of went with those colors because the variegated I had it for, I think I got it last summer, and I hadn't used it yet. And I was like, you know what? It's summertime now. This is our first summer category make. and I might as well bust it out and use it. And it was from Crafter's Secret Cotton. And this this is called Hot Spot. It's also 100% cotton. It's a 2-ounce ball or 57 grams, 95 yards or 86 meters. And they recommend a US size 7 or a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle or a US H8 or 5 millimeter crochet hook. And like I said, this is the colorway Hot Spot. And as you can see, it's got like purple, the lime green, like a banana yellow, this not quite electric blue. It's kind of washed out, and the orange, and then a kind of a darker where the fade goes through. It's kind of pretty, and I thought, I'll leave the band off for a minute. I thought that these would go well, but like I said, I'm not digging how the variegated works up in the project because of how you do it. It just kind of washes it out for me. But that's my opinion. So, what did mine look like? Like I said, once again, here's the one in the book. And here's mine. Like I said, just the way she has you doing this, it does kind of wash these out. It just kind of makes it look, I'm not going to say muddy because the colors are bright, but it just kind of scatters it too much, if that makes sense. Yeah, it just kind of, it buries it, um, even this way. And you can tell because she has you start with the solid orange. Well, which end? Yeah, solid orange. And then you go to the variegated, then the green, the variegated, back to orange, variegated, back to green, variegated, orange, variegated, green. She wanted you to do variegated again for 2 rows, but it was going to make it a little longer, and I wanted it more square, like the rest of them. So, yeah, I didn't understand the whole add 2 more rows of the variegated because it made it oblong, and I wasn't, no. But yeah, I think this, I think this would have been a lot prettier if it was done in 3 solid colors. So, yeah. But there's my completed Wednesday Wipeout. I still need to remember to take a picture and send it over to Laura. I'm bad about forgetting, especially here lately, to do that. So I'm going to try and do it as soon as I'm done recording so I can get it done and over with. So I will be anxiously awaiting for Laura to drop the video for the second dishcloth in our summer section adventure and see which one we're doing next. I hope it's a fun one. Some of them I'm like, but yeah. So this was this week's. So, how many of you are doing the dishcloth along with Laura? I know there's a few of you who watch that are doing it, and I'd be interested to know if Ellen used variegated in there or how she did hers, because she always throws me for a loop and keeps us guessing because I think I think she goes rogue more than anybody. So here we go. That's this week's. Um, so I'm gonna put those colors away. Don't think I'll be using them again together for a while. It's very Halloweeny, that's for sure. Um, But anyhow, I'm going to end this and let you guys go. Oh, I needed to put this out there. I know a lot of you have probably heard of the Decade Divas that is hosted by Theresa at Critters Crochet and Shannon, the Spoony Stitcher. They have been putting out there, and I'm not sure if they're still taking people on board to participate for the upcoming next go round of Decade Divas, which is going to be all about the 70s. It is 70s themed, y'all. And I myself am joining in. I already have my project in mind. I've been writing down some notes in my little project journal where I write down ideas. And I have got a little bit of it started, which I'm not allowed to talk about because Decade Divas, it will be happening this fall. I do believe they have 40 some people participating, and each person that is participating will be given a date of, what day they will drop their video and talk all about the project that they made that inspired them, that was 70s inspired. And none of us know the dates yet. There's still some more details to be worked out, and all of those details will be coming to us soon. So when I know more about when things are going to be happening, and I'm super excited because 40 some odd people who are joining in to celebrate the 70s, and they're doing all kinds of projects that are inspired by the 70s. And kind of like hooker versus hooker, you're not allowed to say what you're making, not allowed to show it, nothing. It's got to be a secret. I will be holding this secret for like 6 months. Wow. Um, so yeah. And if I were to finish it tomorrow, you guys can't see it for 6 months. So yeah, if you guys don't know who Theresa or Shannon are, which I think all of you do, go check them out. I will have their information in the description box. Um, I'm all excited for Decade Divas, and go over there and check out their videos where they're talking about it. They're so excited. They're getting everybody else excited, and I think it's going to be a fun time, and I cannot wait to see what everybody creates that brings creativity and inspiration and all that out of the 70s. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, go check them out, and I will be trying to put that out there and remind people about it. I hope to get you guys excited because there's going to be a lot of people joining in and a lot of videos for you to see some awesome things. So as I get more details, I'll let you guys know, or I will put the information in the description box on where to find it on Theresa's and Shannon's channels. So with that, now I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. And just remember, life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day and keep reaching for the stars in your yarn. So till next time, guys, love you bunches. Bye for now.